couple of minutes here.
Note to self, get an actual stand.
I knew you was Alex. I had no idea it was such a
Yeah.
long, so much longer name.
Good password though.
Yeah, change the E to a 3 and the A to an at.
All right. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Lightning Talks is definitely one of the highlights for our meetup. We get to hear from so many different speakers about so many exciting topics. And this year we are co-hosting this with Richmond Jug. Thank you, Carl. And so definitely a good opportunity for speakers as well as for all you all. Just a couple of quick announcements. We have for RBA's DAO.
There's an announcement too.
Yes. So for RBA's DAO, we have a meetup scheduled for the 15th of next month. It's going to be about AI, whatever. But
It's
I
gonna be
can't remember
great.
the name of the topic of, but it's going to be about applying AI to the insurance industry. So it's going to be an applied kind of talk, so which is going to be interesting. So yeah, please sign up. We are still planning phases for November, December. We might take a break. So if you have any ideas, please let me know. And is there anything coming up for Archer?
We do not have one lined up yet.
Yeah, okay, but we are working on
Yes.
getting a couple on board there as well. Yeah, the other thing I wanted to mention is that we do have a website.
The font, they
I know that some people have some strong opinions about it, so which is great, like because I need some help setting that up. Yeah, if any of you is interested in helping me with the website, just with simple CSS stuff like that, let me know. I'm always happy to get that help. So without much ado, I'll hand it over to Alex.
All right, so and for my presentation, I'm going to make the case for using Elixir. So for my title, ask your developers if Elixir is right for you. Since Elixir means like a healing potion, I thought it'd be great to make a parody of prescription drug commercials.
You really should stop. We as a country have got to stop doing that.
All right, so to start it all off, what is Elixir exactly? It's a functional, dynamically typed language whose syntax resembles Ruby, and I'll show a quick example later. And how it works is it compiles to the Erlang VM bytecode, then runs it on the Beam VM. So anyone familiar with Erlang? So it was created by Jose Valim in 2011, and the first release was in 2012. So it's kind of newish, and the focus of this language is more on concurrency and fault tolerance. So for fault tolerance, it uses Erlang's lay crash paradigm to handle failures, and what it does, it essentially cancels the process entirely if there's like a catastrophic fault without affecting all the other processes. And the good news about this is that it actually results in simpler code because you don't have to watch out for many edge cases. And another strong suit of Elixir is that you could actually run updates on your app while it is running. So if you're in a use case where you're in something critical that like can't be turned off for any sort of reason whatsoever, you can update the code while it's running. Real-time features, it's good for things that need a immediate response, like live stream or anything IO heavy, and it's actually pretty good at that. Here's a quick example of some Elixir code. So if you've programmed in Ruby before, this should look familiar to you. And because of its features, it's very scalable, and companies who use Elixir can scale easily with our lightweight processes and its fault tolerance. The poster child that essentially shows you the benefits of Elixir is Discord. They found that they can handle millions of current users with a relatively small infrastructure footprint, which is great for like a small team that needs to handle a big user base. And since it's used in the industry, like I've said, by Discord, but also I found out Pinterest used it, as well as Financial Times and Square Enix. I think Pinterest used it for their messages and notifications. And any more questions? Yes.
So I saw in your example you had activation functions. Have you tried programming a neural network in this, or was it just an example that you were showing?
Yeah, it was like a quick example of showing. I'm not going to go into too much depth simply because this is supposed to be a short talk.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
I have a question. So what's the difference between using, or is there a difference between using Elixir in a virtual machine versus like a container?
Yeah, there's pretty much the same, because it kind of like runs in its own container. Like I said, it how it works, that you compile your Elixir code to the Beam virtual machine bytecode, and then the Beam virtual machine runs it.
It's a virtual machine more in the way that the JVM is a virtual
Oh,
machine
okay,
than like
okay.
a
Yeah.
virtual box or whatever is a virtual machine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Ooh.